Suppliers in the USA. In this lesson, you're going to discover how to find suppliers in the USA if that's where you need to source your products from. So we source products in the USA that go on or in your body. Examples might be creams, gels, vitamins, and supplements. And this is because people are more particular about any product that goes on or in their bodies. You should also look there for household cleaner type products. If you live in the EU and plan to sell in the EU, you can search there as well because of the convenience. But the search works exactly the same way. So we're going to use a Google search. There isn't one site like Alibaba for searching for products. So you search for your product name in quotes and followed by one of these terms: private label or suppliers. Now you can also use wholesalers if you're not finding enough results. For example, open quote, car wash shampoo, close quote, private label. And if you start seeing too many results from sites that you don't want to see, you can remove those results by adding -site, site name at the end. For instance, open quote, car wash shampoo, close quote, private label, -site, alibaba.com. Now, as none of the products I searched for in the previous lessons gave me a good example of a beauty or health product that goes in or on your body, I just went and grabbed this example. Now, I haven't run tests on this to see if it's viable or not. I just wanted a good example to show you how to find private label suppliers. So, this product is called ashwagandha. Don't ask me what it does. I've got absolutely no idea. But we're going to go and see if we can find some private label suppliers for it. Now, we aren't going to get as much information straight away as we do in Alibaba, but we just have to contact them and ask them. But basically, we're looking for ashwagandha. It's 1300 milligrams. I'm not too concerned about that right now because most supplement private label suppliers will literally do whatever size you want. But let's go take a look. So I'm going to go to Google. Put open quotes. And even though ashwagandha is only one word, I'm still going to put it inside quotes. It doesn't make any real difference. But if you're searching for a product with one word, it's just good to get in the habit of doing that, because if you forget to use the quotes, you'll miss a lot of results. So you can see ashwagandha private label, and then I'm going to hit search. And as you can see, we've got 139,000 results. Now, a lot of these results will not be private label suppliers, and you have to sift your way through them. You'll also notice that right now I'm in the UK, so I'm going to see a lot of UK results. But there will be enough US results too. But you'll notice this third result here is an Alibaba.com result. And I'm going to open that very quickly to show you how you search for products on Alibaba in the US. And so I'm actually going to start the search again by typing in ashwagandha. And then we're going to put our mouse cursor over supplier location. And you can see these locations popping up underneath. And we're looking for America. And there we have United States. So I'm just going to click on it. And now we have a ton of results right here. So you could literally, and in fact, that looks like our exact product. This company is probably claiming that they can sell you the exact same product. However, you know how to search on Alibaba, so go ahead and do that. This is actually quite a lot of results for US-based companies, but Alibaba are definitely trying to get more and more US suppliers. So don't be surprised to see the numbers increase. But I'm going to go back to Google in case the product you're searching for isn't available on Alibaba. And as you know, I can get rid of these results by using site:-alibaba.com, but I'm just going to leave it in and we're going to go and look for some more products. So here's one, organic ashwagandha, 1200 milligrams, private label supplement. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. Then we've got white label. So white label is interesting. It's actually another phrase you can use instead of private label. It essentially means the same thing. So it's another way you can go and find products. So I'm going to open that one. Vox Nutrition, private label ashwagandha. We'll open that one. This one is a UK result, so I'm not going to open that. We'll open this one, Vitamix Labs. And that'll be enough to show you what you need to do. So I'm going to close the search. And then we're going to look at the site. And if we look here, you can see it's saying 1200 milligrams. It's got bioperine, which is similar to black pepper. And you should look to try and get exactly the same product. But this looks like a good location. So you can see here they have phone numbers. You can request a quote, which is probably a good way of contacting them. But you can also look for contact us or an email address. Either works. You could always just call them and ask the same questions that are in that template. Alternatively, you can try the about page. Quite often that will actually have an email address on it, but not this time. And actually, I missed it completely. Contact over here on the right. And there you go. After all that, there's their email address. Send them an email and send it from your domain email and use our template. get all the information you need, and you might have to give them a little bit more information about the supplement. And again, if you're trying to match another supplement, go look at what they have. Ask them for 1300 milligrams, and they'll probably come back to you because they're already making 1200 and say, well, we can do 1200. But you want to try and get as close as to that product as you can. But let's look at another example. Hopefully this time I won't miss the About Us page so quick, and it's right there, look. But let's see, they've got powder. Let's have a look at wholesale, private label. That's what we're looking for. Now, the downside of this is it doesn't look like they prepare capsules. It looks like raw materials. It looks like, they put them in bags, so it probably comes in a powder form. So this would be no good for us. Although it might give you the idea to go and have a look on Amazon and see if the powder form does well. But I'll close it. This is obviously exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. Vox Nutrition, again, it's another big supplement provider. Just looking for any information that jumps out. But it's with black pepper, which is what we're looking for. Product information, but a lot of other stuff mentioned there. Custom options. So you can see they've got a lot of information. They're a very professional company. And they'll also do supplement labels. So they basically will do anything you want them to do. But you can call for a quote, or you can click on contact. And again, they've got a contact form. This one's nice and straightforward. I would probably just use this one. Alternatively, you could use their email right here. But if you get a short form like this one, then it's got very basic information. You can fill it all in and send them a message. Or as I said, you can just send them an email. So we'll look at the last one, Vitamix. See again, they're telling you can put your logo on the bottle. They will put your logo on the bottle. Organic ashwagandha. It's not giving you any information about the product, and it's actually a stock formula. So the advantage of a stock formula is if it matches that one on Amazon, it's going to be very quick and probably cheaper because you're not going to have to get them to make it specifically for you. But if it doesn't turn up, you can either request a quote. That's not too bad, but they're asking for target manufacturer cost. You don't really want to get into stuff like that before you've even reached out to them. So you can just use their email. It's right up here at the top. And that's how you do it. You basically use the Google search and then you open up listings. Now, you're probably going to have to open up a lot more listings than you would in Alibaba. There's going to be a lot of different things that pop up. And the other thing to note, some of the smaller companies, and not so much with the supplements because they tend to be dominated by the big manufacturers, which is all cool because they make really good products and at good prices. But for other things like beauty products, cosmetics, anything along those lines, you're going to get a lot of results that are actually shopping results, like results you don't want. So you do need to go through a lot of pages. The other thing is some of the best suppliers out there for health and beauty products are small companies. And they're definitely not experts at what's called SEO, which is getting to the top of Google's search rankings. So make sure you go multiple pages deep. Don't just stick at the first or second page. You want to be going down 3, 4, 5, even down as far as 10 pages worth, because you might be missing a really, really good supplier. But that's essentially how you go and find these kind of products. And the process then is exactly the same. You send them the email asking for the MOQ and the price and everything, and they'll get back to you. Now, it's worth noting, you're probably going to have to go backwards and forwards a lot more with these kind of products than you will for products that are sourced outside the US. But if that's what you're determined to go for, then you do have to pay that price. Because any product that goes on or in your body, there's obviously a lot more to it than, for instance, a taco holder. Now, just quickly before we move on to the next lesson, I just want to show you how to add your products to the list down here so that you're prepared to add all the information once you get it. So the first thing we want to do is copy this first row, the cocktail shaker. So I've clicked in the first box for the product. Just going to scroll across a little bit so I can see everything. I'm going to hold down the shift key and then click in the last box underneath estimated monthly sales. And then I'm going to click copy. And then I'm going to go right here where it says product 1. And I'm going to right click on that tab first. I'm going to click rename. And then I'm going to put cocktail shaker so we know which product it is. And then in row 4, in other words, under the example, I'm just going to paste it in. And there we go. Our cocktail shaker is now being added. So we'll go back to our main page again, scroll across. And this time it's a rabbit corkscrew. Now, our example is actually a rabbit corkscrew, but the information in that list is old. This is a new one. So I'm going to click on the URL, scroll across, hold down the shift key and click under estimated monthly sales for the second line. Again, I'm going to copy it. Going to right click on product 2, click rename, type in rabbit corkscrew, paste it in row 2. And in fact, because these are the same products, I'm going to highlight that row, right click and delete row. So we're just left with this top one. So we're still all good. So I'm going to go back to the main one And in fact, to save on confusion, I'm going to click on the cocktail shaker again, and we're going to delete that first row again. Because I've forgotten, we've still got the product example, which is the old corkscrew, which also has all the information filled in. Just remember, this information isn't for a rabbit corkscrew. Sorry for any confusion, but let's go back to the main list again. I drag it across, click on the third row, scroll across, hold the shift key down, click under monthly sales, and I was just using my keyboard, but you can right click, click copy. We're going to right click on product 3, click rename, type in taco holder, and then we're going to paste in our row. And again, I'm going to click on the number 3 and we'll get rid of the rabbit corkscrew. So we're now ready to go and add all the information that we're going to get from our suppliers. We have our 3 products, the cocktail shaker, the rabbit corkscrew, and the taco holder. So we're all ready to go. So we covered how to find and contact suppliers in the USA. In the next lesson, you're going to discover how to forecast the true cost of your product, which is incredibly important moving forward. Your action step: if you are sourcing a product in the USA, go ahead and start contacting suppliers, the same as we did for those outside the USA. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.